Hello everyone, welcome back to Dugout Daily. I'm Charlie and today we have another video. This time we are reviewing the match which took place at the Etihad Stadium on Saturday night at 8 o'clock, where the two big winners from the opening weekend of the Premier League squared off against each other in an intriguing encounter as Manchester City hosted Newcastle and won by a goal to nil. Before we get going, make sure to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Throughout Daily, the football channel, hit the Apex the F1 channel and at MCFC Hibs on Twitter. We'll get going then. Defending champions Manchester City reminded their title rivals they remain the team to beat by seeing off a determined Newcastle side that have been touted as possible pretenders to their crown. Julian Alvarez's brilliant first-half strike proved enough to maintain City's winning start to the Premier League season against the Magpies team, who battled hard but possessed modest attacking threat for much of the match. Phil Foden provided the creative sparkle for City in the absence of Kevin De Bruyne, who faces up to 6 months out after hamstring surgery this week. The England playmaker set up Alvarez's goal and created more chances after the break, with Erling Haaland wasting the best of them when he fired wide. Newcastle matched City in midfield and upset the home crowd with their physical approach, with Foden and Rodri both on the receiving end of a couple of heavy challenges, but it was in the final third where Eddie Howe's side were lacking, something of a surprise after they scored 5 against Aston Villa on the opening weekend. They didn't manage a shot on target until the 70th minute when sub Harvey Barnes finally tested Edison from outside the box, and despite some late pressure, they didn't create another clear chance. With De Bruyne out for the foreseeable future and Bernardo Silva currently absent through illness, the question before the game was who would provide the attacking heartbeat for last season's treble winners. Foden answered the call almost single-handedly, driving his team forward at times and asking Newcastle constant questions with his sharp turns and quick passing in their half. The 23-year-old's clever play made City's winner, finding Alvarez in a rare bit of space on the edge of the Newcastle box before the Argentina forward provided an exquisite strike past Nick Pope. More of the same followed after the break when Foden's incisive run and pass almost released Haaland, with the Norway striker only denied a shot at goal by Fabian Schär's superb last-ditch challenge. The pair combined again a few minutes later, and this time Haaland did escape the Magpies' defence only to fire wide with a goal gaping. Foden kept probing, however, and almost got on the score sheet himself when Haaland returned the favour and sent him galloping into the box late on. He fired wide when a goal would have capped a superb individual performance. This wasn't the first time we've seen Foden for City in a more central role, usually filled by De Bruyne or Silva, but his performance in that position against the Magpies demonstrated how good he is there, as well as out wide. City boss Guardiola said Phil has shown many times he can play in all the positions up front. He has an incredible ability when he's between the lines. The way he turns and attacks the last line is one of the best I've ever seen. With every control, he knows exactly where the goal is. He doesn't need 2 or 3 touches to be in the right position to attack the goal. It's just one in. He doesn't need 2 or 3 touches to be in the right position to attack the goal, in just one movement he's attacking. TMT pundit and former England striker Peter Crouch was also impressed and called for Foden to get the chance to play there for his country too. We haven't got a Kevin De Bruyne who plays for England and he stepped into it against Newcastle, Crouch added. In those central positions, imagine if it was with a Kane or Rashford in front of him. There's no doubt in my mind he's the best in the league. Nobody does it better, getting on the half turn and attacking a back 4 or 3 and sliding passes. With City's squad depleted and still recovering from Wednesday's Super Cup win in Athens, the game was seen as an opportunity for Newcastle to make a statement of their own. It didn't quite turn out that way, and although they again demonstrated their defensive resilience, they didn't make things as difficult for City's own backline as many people expected. There were only flashes of danger when Alexander Isak got on the ball, and Anthony Gordon's early duels with Kyle Walker down the left didn't turn into meaningful chances for the visitors. Only in the closing stages did they come forward with any real intent, and even then they lacked purpose. Their best effort came after Callum Wilson should have capitalised on a poor pass from Rodri, and although Barnes still got a shot away, it was comfortably stopped by Ederson. It turned into a disappointing night for the Magpies, and for all their recent progress showed how much work is still needed for them to close the gap on City, who finished 18 points above them last season. Newcastle failed to beat any of the other teams in the top 7 on the road last season, despite finishing in the Champions League places. On this evidence, more improvement is needed in attack if that statistic is to change this time. So that is it for this video then. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Dugout Daily, the football channel. Hit the Apex F1 channel and at MCFC Hibs on Twitter. Everybody, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll speak to you all soon. Take care and goodbye for now.